All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Chanel J. Wilson, and these are about to be my health bed vlogs. So here we go. You know how when we make plans and then God laughs? That's basically what's been going on with me for the last, I want to say, maybe month and a half. On March 14th, I broke my leg. I snipped on. You can hear my son in the background. Our sleep patterns are very different since I've been in this state. So I'm calling it live from my health bed because I basically slipped on my son's flashcard. And when it happened, your flashcard that was on the floor. Now, can I talk, please?
Is it my... What was it? What toy was it? What flashcard?
Nathan, I'm talking. He's right there in the corner. You see him?
Can you show me Can you show me what did it do?
Let me let the light reset. Okay. I'm trying to... Nathan, I'm trying to... Let me do... Nathan.
Did you broke your leg on the game card?
I did. Now be quiet, please. Okay. So... back to where I was trying to make sure I'm looking at the camera when I talk. Okay, so yeah, March 14th, I broke my leg in two places actually. And when everything happened, the EMT had to come out. They had to get me down the stairs. They had to whisk me away to the hospital, and they had to reset my leg 3 times and it didn't work. I have a video on that. I'll upload that one in its entirety so you could hear it. And then after that, I came back home through the EMT because they had to get me back up the stairs because I couldn't walk. And then when I had my appointment follow-up, I was told that I had to have surgery. So I ended up having surgery on March 20th. In that surgery, they put 12 screws in a plate because of the way I broke my leg in the 2 places. I now have a hospital bed in the middle of my living room. I've been on non-weight bearing status for that leg now for, it's been a month and a half. On the 14th of this month, I go back in for my surgery, and the plan is they're going to take the cast off. Uh-oh, my light's going out. Come back, light, come back. Aw, this is really frosting my cookies here. Time out. I'm trying to get some light. There we go. So the plan is they're going to take the cast off and get me in a boot. So then I'll be able to walk and be more mobile. So I decided that I wanted to get back into doing my YouTube. I'm back at work on modified duty, so that's cool. But I've also decided, since I've been in this health bed, that's what I've been having to call it, to keep perspective clear on just my healing. I wanted to get back into YouTube and do some YouTube type things. Oh, wow, this light really wants to go out again, huh? Stay on, light. I'm not filming with my camera. I'm filming with my phone, and I have a little headset here, trying to get a little more portable, so bear with me. Right before everything happened, I was hecka busy. I was working full time. I had just gotten a nice promotion at work. I had just gotten my EP together and got that ready to go. And I was about to start doing some videos and cool things with that. And with just my promotion and increase in income, I was planning out a couple of trips that we were going to take because the world was starting to open up a little bit, not a lot. And let me see, because that light sucks. I need to get me I have a gimbal. I just don't know where all my stuff is. And since I'm not mobile, I can't get up and go walk around. So I have to hold this right now. What I'll do is I'll try to find my rig, because I do have a rig. And I'm sorry, excuse my house. My entire living room right now is my bed. It's my room. It's my hospital room. What happened was because I'm in this cast and stuff, I can't get up. My son and I have a bunk bed set up in our room. We live a minimalist life.
Nintendo Switch.
He has a Nintendo Switch that he's playing. We live a minimalist lifestyle, and we also do, we live in a multi-generational house to share costs. So we have a bunk bed set up in our room that we have and all that kind of stuff, but I can't get on the bottom bunk with my foot like this. So they ordered me a hospital bed, and the entire living room has now been converted into my hospital room. So all the extra furniture that was in the living room is now in my son and I's room, packed up. And then whatever we had in here, we just literally pushed against walls to accommodate this bed. So I've been in this state now for, like I said, about a month and a half. I'm recording now because it's quieter. My son and I are early birds, so me and him get up, and then I usually start working around 5.
Selling 20th Century Fox.
He's obsessed with 20th Century Fox because he saw this video. Okay, can I get back to my vlog? Go back in quiet time. You know the rules. So the rule is when we're up early like this, and because we usually we go to bed early because he's homeschooled too. So I do homeschooling with him. My mom helps out with that, and then I actually do work. And then so we just work around the schedules. So we know when we get up a little early before our day starts, we can sit up and do quiet time. So it's the only time in the house is quiet where I can actually record. So I've been thinking about it. Like, I really want to get back into YouTubing, but I want to do it consistently. And I want to share and just talk. So I'm back. So all my subscribers and everyone who's here, hi. Thank you for sticking with me all these years. I know I haven't been consistent, but at this point, I've got something I want to say. And since I've been in this health bed, I've been journaling a lot and writing and watching a lot of TV. I binge watched a couple of shows before I went back to work because I was off work for 2 weeks after I had my surgery to heal. And then I was able to go back on modified duty. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, rewriting my bucket list and all kind of things like that. And just doing a lot of discovery. So when everything happened, I had one idea of the direction I was heading in. Now that I'm here at, what is today? The 5th, May 5th. I feel like I have a renewed sense of the direction I want to go in now as an artist, I consider myself a multidisciplinary artist and author. That's my creative entrepreneurial title. And that houses all the creative things that I already do, from my music, my art, my storytelling, my animations, yeah, all that polymath kind of stuff I do. And then with that, I'm exploring another side of things. You know, I'm newly 40. It's my 40th year. And right before I broke my leg, I was up early like this, journaling about things, just kind of giving myself some foresight. Not future tripping, but just foresight. So you got to have some kind of foresight in life if there's a direction you're trying to head in. And now I'm thinking so differently, and I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for all the YouTubers I've been watching too. So there's a couple of things I wanted to kind of do in this little video. I wrote them down. We went to SF MoMA right before I broke my leg, and I got to see all these different exhibits, and it just opened my eyes. Thester Gates, Carrie Mae Weems, and my brain is all over the place. So just various different beautiful artwork, and it just gave me so many ideas. The art you see behind me, my mom did that at one of those kind of like paint and sip things, and they made some shoes. I really like what she did there. Then the journaling, what I've been discovering in journaling, because my cousin, she had an injury similar. I can't believe this light is doing all this. Okay, wait a minute. My cousin had an injury that was very similar a couple of years ago. And what she did was she did a lot of reading. And so she said, I'm going to sing you a lot of books and all this kind of stuff because I know that you're going to be down. Like you're non-weight bearing. You can't really, you can walk. Well, it's not walk. You can walk assisted, like with crutches, a scooter, a wheelchair. In my case with my physical therapist, he doesn't want me to break my other leg. So I have a scooter, but I'm limited on how I use it for safety. And that was the first time I got on it. And it was,
just look at Caleb broke his leg like you did, Mom.
You're right. My son, every now and then, will watch Caleb City on YouTube. And there's an episode where Caleb breaks his leg going down the stairs for the pizza. So he will play that over and over again, saying, Mom, he broke your leg like you broke We're a very comical family here. So, yeah. But back to what I was saying. the journaling has made me really, really refocus a lot of stuff. And so I'm going to just go for it. Live life fearlessly. One of my days I was laying in this bed and I was looking at our TV. I think Lenny Kravitz, it was one of Lenny Kravitz's videos. I had just read his book. And so it made me listen to some of the interviews, because after you read a book, you want to hear more commentary from the person who created it to see just kind of where they were coming from, and gives a little more insight. And one of the things he talked about was just how he chose for his living. And so they did some videos of like how he lives in like an Airstreamer in one area, and then he has like this farm ranch somewhere else. And I thought that was really cool. And I was like, a couple of years ago, before I had my kid, here he comes right now. Come on. So nobody can. Sorry, go ahead and show it. Bump, bump. Can I get back to my story? So he's obsessed right now with making 20th Century Fox, because he found this little channel on YouTube where the kid does all these different things with 20th Century Fox. So he's 6, he'll grow out of it. But in the meantime, I definitely encourage imagination. So back to what I was saying about what Lenny Kravitz was talking about. And so he was just showing just like, his whole new lifestyle change and just things like that. How he eats, he's vegan and all that kind of stuff. And what it did for me is, because I've been thinking of different things that I want to see in my life. Nathan, inside voice, please. I'm trying to tell a story here. Thank you. It's the only time of day where I get quiet in the house where I can actually do this, because we have a lot of people that live here in our family. And so any other day, the big TV will be on, somebody will be listening to music, and I don't want to get a strike or anything for having music or sound coming in. So this is the time to do it. I'm sorry I keep looking this way when I should be looking this way. So what it inspired for me to do was to start thinking about where my mind was right before I had Nate. And I knew about the tiny houses. I knew about people who do van life. I knew about people who would either buy a property and put like a yurt in the backyard, or a tiny house and do Airbnb and all that kind of stuff. And I started thinking about a whole lot of stuff that I was not thinking about the day before I broke my leg. And I was like, what kind of life, Chanel, do you want to live? Like, I know you were very inspired by what you saw Lenny Kravitz doing, just having that Airstreamer in the deck. And then he has this whole like garden. And it was like, maybe, I could create my own little setup out here, here where I live in California. Right now, we've been doing apartment living now for like the last 6 years, which has definitely been an adjustment for us, because we've always had a house. And my mom sold the family house. Well, it was her and her siblings in 2012. And since then, we've been doing apartment living, and, rents just keep going up crazy. And, I've got this promotion. I'm like, you know what? I can get myself together, get my credit back together. And we can look into either getting some land, or even if we buy a house on a lot, if the lot's pretty big, we can start doing gardening again and eating off the land, and maybe have some tiny houses set up and some yurts and all this type of stuff. And it really began to open my mind up to some other stuff. So that's where my brain is right now, is sustainable living, making your money work for you and not you working for it. Being 40 has made me really start thinking about the future in a way that I was not thinking about it before. I've been thinking about my portfolio. I've been watching more videos about investments, dividends, the group, I think they call Our Rich Journey. I've been really paying attention to just some of the information they've been providing. And the thing is, I've been subscribed to all these channels before, like, the tiny home movement channels, the tiny house living, some of the van people. I've been watching them for years and just kind of in the burner, like, oh, that'd be cool. And then I'll tuck it away and then keep going. And I feel like this injury came into my life to get me to pay attention to, you can do some stuff now. Like, you can be fearless right now. So that's where I am right now. Maybe if you want to share in the comments your experience with when you have that epiphany of, I was making a plan and then something just kind of took me into a different direction. So even though I've been in this health bed and it's been a little irritating, I have a whole video on this. I will upload that video from Facebook so you can hear more of that story. And I'm even going to put some documentary style pictures so you can actually see what the x-ray looks like and all that kind of stuff. But even though it came in the most inconvenient time of my life because, you know, I just got that promotion. My son is in first grade. We do some classes at home and then he actually goes to classes. So my family and I have had to redirect our whole life around this injury. And literally my living room is kind of symbolic for what that looks like because my family said to help really take care of me, like help me with meals, help me with, just getting to the bathroom safely without falling on my other my other leg. I don't know what you can see. I'll see if you guys can see my foot. I got a black cast on, so you might not be able to see it. Let me see. And my house is, like I said, my house is in disarray because all I see is my camera bag. There you go. I got some light. So here is my cast, and this is the second cast. I had another one a while back. I don't know what notes you guys can see over there, so just ignore that. And then next to my foot, you're seeing my setup. So I've got a hospital table, I got my work computer, and then I have my personal computer so that I can do my ideas in my work. And then when you turn, I have my editing computer over here. My house is in disarray, and mainly it is because we're having to accommodate the Lord Jesus. So now I done left my light on over here. I don't know what that's going. Oh, that gives you a little bit more, even though it does wash me out a little bit. But I like the low lighting look. I'm gonna take this off. But it's just really been making me deal with my own personal creativity and making me commit more. So I guess this first video is about commitment and about committing more to the arts. Even thinking about like Shameless Maya and how when she first journeyed out into becoming the Shameless Maya that she is, and then seeing who she is now, 10 years after making some of the decisions. And I was just so overjoyed by seeing her recent video, she's having a baby. And so I was like, just be shameless, Chanel. Like have your shameless Chanel moment, and let's see where you're going to end up, just 10 years from now, you and Nate. I had to really sit down. My son is 6. So I had to sit down and say, okay, when you get to 49, your son's going to be a teenager. Where do you want to see your life? Where do you want to see his life? What direction? What are the pivots? So that's kind of where I am. So I'll leave it at that for now. I will try to post 3 times a week if I can. I'm leaning towards if I'm going to do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. If I'm able to post every day, I'll do it. But I'm going to try to lean towards Monday, Wednesday, Friday for now. But yeah, welcome everybody who has already been here. Welcome to the new people who are coming. I'm Chanel J. Wilson. I believe that creativity and love can heal this world. And if we do our part, we will do just that. All right. Have a good one. Bye.